Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Just a quick interjection. Hindi ba itong irrigation master plan, ideally dapat kasama sa integrated water resource management plan? Hindi ba? Ibig sabihin, yung pag-manage ng ating major river systems, 18. Hindi ba dapat? Meron bang ganong understanding ang NIA that whatever master plan it has for irrigation, meron direct relationship yan sa flood control, sa potable water, sa hydro, hindi ba? Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, sir, the Integrated Water Resources Management Initiatives is, of course, there are different international funding institutions that has been arriving with the national irrigation, nakikipag-usap, nakikipag-coordinate. And we usually po advise what are, like recently, yung sa DPWH, we incorporate, we attend yung mga master plan, yung river basin na master plan po nila for the efforts po to understand kung ano po yung magiging effects ng mga projects namin and when it comes to flood control and of course
in the 18 major river basin systems, ilang may presence ng NIA?
Yes.
Sa ilan?
Actually, ang meron po kami mga recent efforts is Cagayan River Basin, Alaur. We also have Pampanga River Basin. We also have in Abulog. And tapos sa yung Cagayan. And then meron po kami sa Mindanao, yung sa Pulangi. We also attended that. And Bicol River Basin. Yan po yung medyo evident na.
In other words, irrigation and the river systems are connected. Diba? And therefore, ideally, yung irrigation master plan mo should be dovetailed with and connected to the integrated water resource management plan. Diba?
Tama.
Kasi I remember sitting down with Secretary Babes, and si Secretary Babes, when he was still secretary, we were together sa NIA. NIA board. So, sinasabi niya, if you compute the entire universe of flood control, irrigation, potable water management, hydro, per river basin system, sabi niya, yung range could be anywhere between 20 to 40 billion infrastructure to address yung integrated water resource management ng river basin. So if there are 18, and sabihin mo lang 30 billion, sabihin mo na lang. So pretty much, 18 times 30 billion is 540 billion to be able to put in place the necessary infrastructure to address an integrated water resource managed national program. That's just one year's budget of flood control ata.
Yeah, actually, Mr. Chair, to give you an idea, yung Halaor Dam na gusto nating matapos. Tapos na ho namin kasi yung dam, yung tatlong dam, wala pa hong nasa 8 billion lamang po yung tatlong dam, actually. So, if you have 18 major river basins, at kahit nalagyan mo pa ng tig-2 dam ang bawat major river basin, kahit sabihin na natin 10 billion na yung Halaor, 10 billion lang isa, 360 billion lamang po yan. So,
and you will address irrigation.
Yes.
You will address
power.
You will address flood control.
Yun po magandang flood control. Yan po.
And potable water.
Yes.
You address all the necessary components of managing your water resource. Meron kang diversion dam, meron kang potable water, meron ka pang tourism, meron ka pang hydro.
Aquaculture.
Yes.
So, kung yun lamang po ang lagyan natin, and ang maganda po ngayon, Mr. Chair, is that ang NIA, meron po kaming system na ginagamit ngayon, yung Tomorrow.io, yung satellite system natin. And with that Tomorrow.io, masushorten po natin yung feasibility study because kaya niyang ibigay sa atin yung data ng precipitation tsaka yung stream ng tubig doon sa mga river basins natin sa 20 years na span.
Ang sinasabi kasi nila, kung hindi integrated, hindi mo ayusin yung sa ibabaw, hindi mo i-manage yung flow, kahit na anong ilagay mo doon sa baba, pagka tinamaan na ng baha, ubos, mawawasak, ano man ang nilagay mo doon sa baba. So gastos ka ng gastos doon sa baba, dahil hindi mo inaayos yung sa ibabaw, hindi mo dinadivert, hindi mo binabagalan yung flow ng tubig, hindi mo nilalagay sa diversion dam, etc. So lahat ng gastos mo every year, at 20 bagyo ang inaabot natin, 20 kalamidad ang plus, yun na nga, to the chairman of the committee, yung pag binaha, ubos lahat ng topsoil ng lupa. So kailangan dagdagan mo na naman ng fertilizer, chemical, lalo na susunog, kasi wala na yung topsoil dahil inuubos na ng baha eh. Na-wash out eh. So, wasak na yung mga nilagay mo doon sa baba, wasak pa, yung soil rehabilitation mo every year. Kaya yung halagang, yun na nga, sabihin mo 700 billion, malaki na yun, di ba? You address all of that. So yung, babalikan ko lang, dapat sana yung master plan ninyo sa irrigation, naka-angkla rin sa isang overall master plan for water resource, integrated water resource management.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So anong position nyo sa Department of Water?
Ay, okay na okay po yan. Bibigyan ko kaya ng classic example, Mr. Chair. Nakita ko kasi nag-attend kami ni Roald yung Saneda, yung may itatayo kasi ng DPWH dyan sa may Pampanga, yung sa may San Antonio Swamp, papunta sa dagat. So sinasabi namin, yung bang master plan nyo na yan, inaral nyo yung plano ng NIA? Because ang NIA po, may planong magtayo ng dam sa may Nueva Ecija, Maringalo, at saka yung Balintingon Dam. Because kung magtayo po kami yan, wala po masyadong mamimitigate mo talaga ang baha sa baba eh. Kasi yung
Ibaba, this is Pampanga, Bulacan,
Central Luzon.
Central Luzon.
Opo.
Balintingon, no?
Yes. Tingnan nyo, Mr. Chair, Bulacan. Bakit ba laging bumabaha sa Bulacan? Kasi 4 ang ilog po dyan. Ang meron lang dam is yung Angat, yung Norsagaray River. Yung Angat po kasi pag nag-release ng tubig, pupunta siya sa, anong dam ito? Ipo Dam, which is along the Ipo River. Pero, yung Ipo Dam, release po ng tubig ito kasi wala namang dam upstream of the Ipo. Tapos, yun namang
ng Ipo.
Yung Ipo Dam, upstream po ng Ipo Dam po yun, sir. Babagsak kasi yung Norsagaray River sa Ipo, mag-merge yung dalawa. Tapos yung dalawa na ito, babagsak, mag-merge siya doon sa Maniktik na river, tapos ang panghuli doon sa Bayabas na river, na siyang babagsak doon sa Bustos Dam. Ang Bustos Dam, yan po yung sa NIA, diversion dam lamang po siya. Kaya minsan, sinasabi ko sa mga lawmakers sa from Bulacan, kasi lagi kami ang tinititigan nila pag bumaha sa Bulacan, sinasabi namin sa kanila, walang kakayanan ang Bustos Dam na mag-impound ng malaking volume ng tubig. 15 million cubic meters, yes. Pero, yung katulad po ng
strategically, ano ang dapat gawin para ma-address yun?
Magtayo ng dam sa Ipo River, Mr. Chair, at saka sa Maniktik. Kami naman po sa NIA, kami na po ang bahala sa Bayabas. Ongoing na po yung project natin. Pag natapos po yung 4 na dam na yan, talagang marireduce po ang baha sa Bulacan. At Central Luzon, may 2 dam dapat na iput up. Yung Balintingon Dam sa General Tino, at saka yung Maringalo Dam sa may Karanglan, Nueva Ecija. Kung magawa po lahat yung dam na yan, meron na tayong bulk water kasi ang problema ng Central Luzon, Mr. Chair, tubig kasi lahat sila naka-pump, naka-underground. Opo. So, marirecharge pa natin yung ating aquifer na talagang said na dyan sa Central Luzon.
And Yun na nga, yung rainwater harvesting impoundment lang naman yun di ba? So you have to create a what do you call it? Impounding dam, di ba? Para yung 160 billion cubic liters of rainfall every year. Na ang nagagamit lang, ang napupunta lang diretso sa dagat, it's about 140 billion. Ang natitirang nakakatch lang 30. So anyway, yes.
Dagdagan ko lang, sir. So actually, sir, one of the economic indicators of the projects of NIA is, of course, reduction sa flood. So while we are looking na, syempre, we need to quantify what are the affected areas. Are we really reducing the flood? Ano ba yung affected areas? So one of our economic indicators in the EIRR is, of course, flood inundation reduction. And other than that, yun nga po, sinasabi nyo na nga po that we are doing the bulk water. Actually, we've been doing it with MOUs. We have been in contact with 5 water districts, MOU with 5 water districts. We also have an ongoing MOU for Halaur, and also we have an MOA with Metro Midsayap right now. So looking at it, after the efforts of the President during yung the signing of yung excess water po, yung utilization and having the multi-purpose use of NIA water rights, we've been really doing well on the part of utilizing and of course integrate IWRM in the initiatives of NIA po.
Ang balog-balog pag nakompleto yan yung pagbabaha dito sa Tarlac area, di ba? Ma-address, di ba?
$500 million cubic meters po ang laman ng balog-balog. Ang laman ng ginagawa ng NIA po dyan sa Bayabas Dam ngayon is 54 million cubic meters, Mr. Chair. Yung IPO, ang estimate namin dyan, maglalaman yan ng around 300 million cubic meters kung nagawa ng dam yan. Yung Balintingon Dam is 550 million cubic meters. Karanglan is more than 100 million. No? So, isipin po ninyo kung ito lang mga magawa natin, may bawi pa yung ating investments. Ano po? And
I think the strategic direction is yung Department of Water. Diba? Which I think in his first or second year, parang inano ni Presidente yan Diba?
Tsaka, Mr. Chair, the other day po, inaugurate ang ating Presidente yung first ever na convergence project ng NIA and DPWH sa Cagayan. 500 million lamang yung ginastos ng highway sa isang dam, 250 po sa NIA, and it can irrigate around 1,000. Yung isang dam po, ang kaya ng irrigate is 1,200, yung isa 1,400, yung isa 2,000.
Does that address flooding in Cagayan?
Yes, of course.
So which areas have now experienced less flooding because of that? Well, what do you expect? Ano ang expectation ninyo? No?
Well,
kasi ang alam ko, Tuguegarao laging...
Actually, sir, kung wala yung Magat Dam natin, laging lubog yung Tuguegarao. Kasi ang pinipigilan po na inflow ng ating Magat Dam pagka may mga bagyo is 8,000 CMS per, ang regular flow lamang po ng ilog ng Tuguegarao nasa siguro 200 plus, So isipin niyo po yung delubyo ang inaabot ng Tuguegarao kung wala yung Magat Dam natin. So malaking tulong po talaga itong mga dams.
Okay, sorry, go ahead, Senator.
Chairman, I was taking notes also. Narinig ko kanina, Administrator, na you're installing solar-powered pump irrigation systems. And then I understand for 2026, merong 4 billion for in your budget, tama ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And how much is a solar powered pump?
Meron po kaming, ang kinuha po namin na dito sa aming estimate, Mr. Chair, is that nung under kasi kami ng DA nung trinaf namin ito, So merong memorandum order number 67, 0/2022 ang DA general guidelines on the implementation of small-scale irrigation projects of the Department of Agriculture